I will now be auditioning for the part of Chewbacca in the newest Solo spinoff.
Duo. You just sound like a fucking machine gun.
Sir, please get the fuck out. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Evolution Failed Us podcast. I'm your host, as always, Avery. Joined with me, per usual, my co-host.
I am Trace.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Hey.
So, I think I'm gonna start catfishing guys online. Yeah,
Catfishing men or women?
both, whichever one will pay. I mean, I feel like men are more likely to pay out because they typically do. You constantly hear these stories about these bitches with OnlyFans that are making like fucking thousands of dollars a day from selling feet pics and shit. So, I mean, I can get a picture of a girl's feet.
So what's your portfolio going to be?
Mostly nothing that's of me.
Makes sense.
I'm going to find...
Keep some anonymity.
I'm going to find a really attractive dude
Okay.
and a really attractive girl.
All right.
I'm going to find all their socials. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything on these two people. And I'm going to screenshot a shit ton. Okay. And then I'm going to go online. I'm going to make an OnlyFans. And for whatever they have more of, that's what I'm going to be posting. And mostly I'm going to try and stick to feet because weird people will pay for fucking feet pics. And I'll make a shit ton of money, and then I'm not selling their nudes. Am I making money off of them? Fuck yeah. Is it exploitation? Probably. Is it
Definitely.
illegal? Most definitely.
Probably, yeah.
Will I get rich from it? The chances are high, my friend. So, all I gotta do is stalk them and steal their shit and then sell it.
Sounds like it's... Okay, you have a terrible idea every fucking week. And somehow you expect me to go along with it.
I don't expect you to go along with it. I just make it sound convincing enough.
I don't know.
Because you can make so much fucking money off this.
Oh, I know. I know you could.
Like, I wish I had done this at the beginning of the pandemic because I would be bankrolling right fucking now.
You think so?
Yeah, what else would I have to fucking do other than stalk people
Survive
and steal
in
their
a jail
pictures?
cell because of what you just talked about?
Well, they're releasing people for petty crimes, or they were, so I would just get released the next day. Stealing pictures, I think that's a petty crime.
But
It's of their feet. How could they even prove it's that person's foot?
because they could cross, like, what is it?
But do you know how...
Cross-examine it with another, like, if you pulled it from a social media photo, then they could match it with that social media photo.
But that would be such a long, trying court case. Like, they would have to take me to court over it. And then they'd have to go through the entire process. And, like, in the midst of a pandemic, the judge would be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this shit. Stop selling them. Get the fuck out of my courtroom.
It would definitely just be a civil court type thing. You could get fined over it, though. In which case you would not be, quote, rolling.
I would get fined for it, and then I would just use the money I made from the feet pics to pay it off. And then I've already started that girl up on her own business of selling her own feet, or that dude selling his feet.
Do you think people buy men's feet pics?
Some dudes got really nice feet, bro. Like, if mine weren't dry and hairy as fuck, I'd have some really nice feet.
You think?
Yeah, dude, they're like super symmetrical. I got this nice choco tan going on. Some people look for that. I have really nice toenails. My cuticles are all clean down there. So if I just shave it and like stop my big toe from being dry as hell, I would have some really nice feet. I would be making bank off these bitches.
I've got too many calluses on mine. I've also got really veiny feet.
Some people look for the veins, man. Like, some chicks like veiny forearms. Maybe some old lady likes veiny feet. And if she's old, bro, that's like $200 a pic. You send one of both feet, $400 right there.
Oh my gosh.
You don't even have to go to work for the week.
That's so disturbing.
That's vacation, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can track back, like, where a picture was taken if you, like, inspect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, that's scary. Like, the fact that you could upload a photo to the internet And if they were able to download that picture and somehow inspect it to where they could find the location from which it was taken, that shit's scary.
Oh no, that is scary. I'm not trying to do all that. That's like some.
I'm saying, but someone would though if they bought. Like that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize when they're going on the internet and doing stuff like that, is that shit can be tracked back to them very easily.
Well, then that means any picture could be, like my own Instagram photos could be tracked back to me pretty easily.
They could potentially.
I don't think that really matters. But like if I'm screenshotting pictures and then sending them, the IP address and all the information on that is going to be re-encoded and changed, so they wouldn't really find that person that I'm selling the pictures of. They would just find me, and they will be very, very disappointed when they find out their little foot princess is actually a 22-year-old guy sitting in his bedroom jerking off.
Jesus.
Wouldn't you be disappointed? If you were some if you were some fat fucking weeb out there buying feet pics of chicks, wouldn't you be disappointed to find out it's just some weirdo jerking off selling pictures of other women's feet?
Probably, yeah. But I don't know. I can't imagine myself being in their shoes. God.
I mean, hey, we don't know what the next 30 years will hold.
That's true. We might not even get to fucking another 30 years with all this shit going on.
If you make it to that point, I'm killing you.
Wait, if I live for the next 30 years, you're going to kill me?
No, if
you're going to kill me at 52.
No, if you live for the next 30 years and become some fat weeb buying feet pics out there.
Oh, yeah, take me out.
I'm taking you out.
Do it, please.
Just for your own good.
Yeah.
I just want to preference by saying if you're into feet pics or are a fat fucking weeaboo, you do you, I don't care. I'm going to openly judge you on the internet right here, but it's okay, just don't talk to me.
I don't think we lost any of our listeners from that, but...
What fucking listeners do we have?
That's my point.
I think the only people that listen to this fucking thing are our girlfriends and your mom.
Probably.
Or did she stop listening a few episodes?
She told me the other night, she's like, I really got to catch up on y'all's podcast. And I was like, it's fine.
See, it was probably one day when I was talking about taking a shit, and she's like, you know what, I just can't do this. I just can't.
It doesn't surprise me. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think that's how most people feel about the show at this point. They're just like, you know what, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. They've listened to our bullshit enough.
Oh well, it happens.
All we need is like one episode to completely go off the rails, and then we'll be set.
You mean every episode?
I mean in a good way.
Oh.
I don't mean just our typical banter.
Oh, I was gonna say I go off the rails kind of every episode on some bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I don't mean like that.
It's my thing, I guess.
It's your thing.
It's my thing. Is that what makes our podcast zany and wild?
Sure.
It makes us interesting on the internet. I think I just became Nosferatu.
I don't know who that is.
Nosferatu? You don't know who the fuck Nosferatu is?
The name's familiar, but I can't pinpoint where it's from.
He's the original Dracula.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Nosferatu. It's
what a name, though.
Transylvanian. That place, that mythical place. It's originally a film, like I think from there, that or somewhere around the area, of like Eastern Europe, where they he's like the original Dracula, and it somehow translates into all that. But he's a vampire. He only comes out at night, and he gets like shipped over to the States or something, I think. And he like coaxes this woman into like coming into his home, or like inviting him into her home, where she then like attacks her and bites her neck and tries to transform her and take her as a bride, or some crazy shit. And I'm super paraphrasing, but like that's the general basis of it. That's basically where Dracula comes from. It's Nosferatu, because it was made back in like fucking 32 or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's old as shit, but it's really cool. There's also the SpongeBob episode with the hash flinging flashers, sash binging,
I remember that now.
Dash ringing, flash flinging fleshlighter. What is his name?
The hash slinging slasher.
That's it. The hash slinging molester.
No.
Him.
Not.
Because at the end of the episode, it's like Nosferatu, and he's just over in the corner.
Oh my gosh, I never got that reference until just now. Thank you.
Well, you
Thank
were
you
like
for that.
you're like 7. I don't think anybody would understand that reference.
Yeah, but you understood that reference before I did, clearly.
Oh well, yeah, but I didn't understand it the first time I watched it.
I didn't understand it
child.
until today, like just a couple minutes ago.
Well, back at like either the beginning of the year or like the end of last year, there was this playlist on Spotify with a bunch of different podcasts talking about like history from the Roaring 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So like I found out a lot about Nosferatu, Al Capone, street gangs. I think Bonnie and Clyde. That was the 30s.
Yeah, that was yeah.
But like Al Capone, street gangs. Louis Armstrong, I think, really famous jazz musician. I think it's Louis, but I'm not positive. Either way,
I think it is Louis Armstrong.
Either way, I learned a shit ton about all of them, and a bunch of classic shit from that era. Pretty cool. I don't think it's like actually a thing on Spotify anymore, but if you ever find any of them, listening to like Al Capone's history, fucking incredible.
I just listened to I don't know, for a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, it's kind of just like murder mystery type things, or it's about science, or just like weird shit that happened in history.
Oh, see, I just listened to a bunch of comedians.
Well, I've started to like try and find podcasts for that as well.
Like branch out.
Yeah, I'm trying to branch out a little bit because I'm starting to get tired of listening to the same type of stuff.
Yeah, the only music mystery. The only murder mystery stuff I listen to is last podcast on the left that you showed me. Yeah. Other than that, I'm watching like YouTubers podcast or comedians, that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll listen to LPN occasionally, but they're kind of more conspiracy as opposed to murder mystery type thing. Those conspiracy guys, they do like really long episodes and go super in depth about murders and stuff like that. And then there's also My Favorite Murder. It's two women that talk about them. And there's another one, but I can't think of the name of it right now. There was a series that I listened to. It was called Hide and Seek. And it was this lawyer that in his spare time was trying to figure out what happened to this woman that got killed, I don't know, in some neighboring area that he was at. And he wasn't like a private investigator. He wasn't a detective or any of that kind of stuff. He was just a lawyer, and he was really interested in the case. So he tried to figure out what happened to this lady. And it ended up being like a 10-episode series. And it's still not solved, and he's continuing to like try and figure it out. So I'm waiting for the next few episodes to come out, but nothing's came out since like November of last year.
Oh, that sounds really cool. One I kind of listen to from time to time. It's hard to listen to because I zone out because I'm brain dead half the fucking time. The comedian Dan Cummings, his Time Suck podcast. If you like conspiracies and wacky shit, that's his whole thing. I think he puts like some poll online somewhere, and he lets his listeners like choose the topic for the next week, and then he researches the shit out of it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like the most recent one he did was like the multiverse and everything, and like the theory of that, and he goes through a whole bunch of different fucking scientists that leads up to it. I only got like 30 minutes in because I was about to fall asleep at work listening to it. But I was just tired in general. That, and he's got another one like life on other planets and all kinds of crazy shit, man. It's really cool. Definitely worth a listen if you just have the time
and the mental energy.
Yeah, the mental energy. If you're tired, don't fucking listen to it because it'll get boring.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Are there any other podcasts for other people you want to plug during hours for our like 10 listeners?
I mean, I've got one in mind, but...
Because right now we're just showing off other people's podcasts.
I mean, we could talk about TMG, because I know both of us have listened to them.
I listened to one episode of that.
All right, well...
I've listened to one of their podcasts, and I listened to 2 of their songs.
See, I didn't know about their songs until you showed me their songs, and you didn't know about the podcast till I showed you their podcast.
Yeah, no, like I shouldn't have been surprised, but apparently they do. I think they were #1 on Spotify a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it must be nice, right? To have all this built-up internet clout already and just immediately release one and it shoot to #1.
Well, they've got like almost 140 episodes of their podcast by now. Like, they got a lot.
That's true, but if you look at like the Misfits, they had all their gaming shit. And,
Oh, yeah. And then like the very first episode, top chart of Spotify.
Yeah, fucking
immediately.
#1. Like, why can't I be that successful?
And they were on #1 for like a month straight.
I think they constantly go back and forth between it now.
It's crazy.
Still think they're up there. It must be nice, right?
I stopped listening to them.
I go back occasionally.
Eh.
It is what it is.
I don't know. Fitz's voice just, I don't know. It gets very boring after a while.
Dude, I gotta remember who's who. I don't ever remember.
Fitz is like the main guy. He's the one that does the intro.
Oh, I kind of remember that. I don't know. I literally have to sit and listen to them address each other before I can figure out who the fuck is who on there.
Well, do you watch their YouTube channel?
Occasionally.
Yeah, that's how I like know somewhat who they are.
Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't had the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, I really want the time to just sit and binge on YouTube and a whole bunch of TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, I recently got Hulu because I started paying for Spotify Premium. Mm-hmm. That comes with like a free Hulu account. Within the first hour, I had about 30 shows on my stuff list, where like it's all the shit you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
About 30 shows in the first hour, where I was like, I need to watch all of these.
Haven't started a single one, have you?
I've been working on one.
One?
I've been working on one. I've watched like 2 episodes of it. And then I've started rewatching season 7 of Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't remember what the fuck happened
Gotcha.
so much. So I'm rewatching that to go forward.
Gotcha, okay. How many more seasons of Archer do you have then?
7.
There's 14 seasons?
There's 14 seasons.
My God.
As there should be.
Oh, I know you love that show.
Dude, it's such a good fucking show. But so I gotta rewatch. I'm rewatching 7 or trying to, and then I gotta like just keep going with it. There's just too much good TV out there, and most of the shows that I have listed on there, it's like 95% animation.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, like it's a bunch of fucking cartoons. I've got like Adventure Time, regular show, Archer, Bob's Burgers, fucking King of the Hill. Just a whole bunch of shit to rewatch.
Gotcha. Just recently on Netflix, one of the shows that I've been watching, The Last Kingdom. It's like a historical Viking Saxon show. I just recently started watching season 4 of that because it released a few days ago as the time of recording this, which is Cinco de Mayo. And
ole, ole, ole. Do you have any Corona in the fridge?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
They're my dad's, but I think so.
Oh.
I'm not going to be buying Corona.
Let's get hammered. Oh, that's right. You don't.
That's episode 10.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to. Shut the fuck up. We're not supposed to tell them about that.
You told them about that
Shut
last
the fuck
week.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, I haven't even started working on that episode, so I can still cut that out. That episode's supposed to come out in 2 days, and I haven't done shit to it.
Oops. Oh, well.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yeah.
Trace, do you know what Cinco de Mayo is all about?
Drinking and partying?
I thought that was St. Patrick's Day.
Well, yeah.
Or is that just
I mean, we,
Or is that just the American version for any cultural holiday?
Yeah, it is. We pervert any sort of foreign holiday that other nations celebrate just as an excuse for us to drink and party.
You know what? I'm not even that mad about that.
I mean, truly, what do we have? The 4th of July, which makes sense.
We turned into drinking.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense because it's like, the emancipation of our nation, but...
Do you think other countries celebrate the 4th of July like we do?
No.
Like, we...
What the fuck?
I don't know
What
what
the
that
fuck
was.
was that?
I was becoming a demon. But, like, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We get drunk on Corona, Modelo, whatever the hell you prefer. We eat a shit ton of nachos, queso, burritos, beet, whatever the hell. We just eat a bunch of Mexican food.
Yeah.
And Mexican beer. And we drink till we pass the fuck out. You know? It's great.
Yeah.
And it's Taco Tuesday especially, so it's fantastic. On St. Patrick's Day, we dye rivers green. We paint ourselves green. We wear kiss each other or kiss me I'm Irish t-shirts out of just horniness. And we get fucking drunk on Baileys. So, do other cultures like the Irish or Mexicans or of the whatnot, do they celebrate the 4th of July by getting hammered on, like, Sam Adams and Yingling?
I don't think so. Get a handle of Jack and just go to town.
Yeah, and just, like, drink the shit out of it until
I
they're
don't think so.
fucked and they just sit and eat a bunch of hot dogs and burgers.
No, I don't think they do.
You know how amazing that would be? That would just give us as Americans, like, bigger heads, like, fuck yeah, celebrate me!
Yeah, see, I don't think that other nations do that. I don't know however, fuck, what am I trying to say?
What?
I don't know if any people listening to this are from other nations other than the United States of America, but if you celebrate wherever you are the 4th of July, like, let us know, because we have no idea.
You know
we are
what?
completely uncultured.
We need a German holiday to celebrate. Because then it's
Isn't there one? Don't we? I mean, like, Oktoberfest?
I don't... well, shit. Put me on the spot here, Trace. You know, maybe. I don't really know what Oktoberfest is all about, besides...
Drinking and partying over here. I mean, the one city in Helen... Sorry, the one city
in Helen.
The one city in Georgia, Helen. That's a giant thing that they have. It's like a few days long of nothing but just drinking and having a good time.
Yeah, but like, what is it about though? Like why?
That I don't know.
Like why do Germans have Oktoberfest?
I don't know.
Why is it celebrated?
Like I said, I don't know. I feel like the United States just kind of perverts whatever holiday that other people are celebrating. It's like, yeah, I feel like drinking tonight.
Okay. So, according to, I don't know if it, Time Magazine? I think so. According to what seems to be Time Magazine, Oktoberfest began as a wedding celebration more than 200 years ago when Bavarian's Crown Prince Ludwig married Princess Therese of Saxony Hildburghausen. Yeah, on October 12th, 1810. The wedding was celebrated with multiple days of drinking, feasting, and horse races. So we didn't even get to bastardize that one. God damn it.
Well, we don't have horse races.
Yes, we do. What the fuck do you think the Kentucky Derby is?
Okay, but that's not celebrating Oktoberfest.
It could be. All I gotta do is race some fucking horses.
But it has to be in, like, the late days of October. I don't think they're doing it that early or that late.
It could. I don't see why not. But either way, we didn't get to bastardize it because it was already a fucking holiday about drinking.
Yeah, but again, we just use it as an excuse. We're like, yeah, we'll celebrate it too, even though it doesn't really apply to us.
It's their excuse to drink too. Is it bad that I'm a little upset we didn't get to bastardize another culture by drinking it out?
Little bit. A little bit.
Am I a little fucked up for it?
Just a bit.
Damn
it! We can't fuck up that holiday for us!
Can we celebrate when the French Revolution started or ended with drinking? Can we make that a thing?
Why? Just 'cause?
Why not? Can we start drinking for the end of World War II?
Look, I can guarantee that you can find some sort of significant event that happened for every day of the year and just say, yep, we'll drink to that.
Let's celebrate the Australian Emu War.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, dude, it was an actual thing where Australians fought emus and they fucking lost. And that's why God sent all the fucked up creatures to Australia to eradicate them, because they obviously don't deserve to live if they lost to emus. So I think, as an American, we should celebrate the Australians' loss by drinking like them. I think that's appropriate.
But the only way that we can celebrate is if we drink an Enews.
Enews?
The little fucking hammock things.
Oh, Enos.
That's it. Fuck. I said Enu.
Yeah. Okay. So we just get a couple bottles of liquor and a couple of 6-packs, and we lay out in a hammock.
Yeah.
And drink all day.
Yeah.
I think we should build kegs to look like emus and drink from the emu keg.
We build a giant emu effigy and burn it at the end of the night.
Yes! It's perfect. We burn that, we drink from emu kegs, and we drink nothing but Foster's the entire day.
Yeah, okay.
That is such a shit beer. Have you ever had it?
No.
It is so awful. When I was like hardcore trying different beers and stuff to see which one I liked, I bought a Foster, because you can buy them in single cans from some places. I think it was from a gas station. The can was fat as shit. It stood about 2-3 inches tall, maybe a little more, and was like 2 Coke cans.
Like wide.
Yeah, like wide.
The fuck?
Like if you took 2 Coke cans and combined them and expanded them, it was like that fucking big around. Like,
what the hell?
I don't know what you would compare this size that I'm showing you to.
Kind of like a softball?
Yeah, roughly the diameter of a softball. Or circumference, whichever one. Roughly like that. They're big as hell. And so I was like, oh shit, I'll try this. Got it. It is fucking garbage.
Is it just very hoppy, or?
It's very piss.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what temperature you drink it at. It tastes like hot piss. And I think I read that's not actually an Australian beer. I don't think anybody actually drinks that.
No.
I think it's a really bad marketing ploy on behalf of the Americans.
The only type of beers that I can really like drink and enjoy is either ciders that I know don't classify as beers.
No, they're beers. They're pussy beers, but they're beers.
Okay, well, ciders because I like ciders. Fucker. And sours.
Look, I like them too. I'll drink it. I'll just admit that it's a pussy beer.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's like, I'm very manly for drinking an Angry Orchard or a Stella Artois or something like that.
But you still won't call... Stella Artois is a legit beer.
Well, they have a Stella Artois cider as well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they hopped on the cider bus. Just like everybody's hopping on this spritzer? What? White Claws. What the fuck are White Claws?
Seltzers.
Yeah, that garbage.
Yeah.
That fucking sizzling piss water.
White Claw is a very weird thing to drink.
Shit tastes
because it's like, oh, I'm drinking like those Propel like flavored water things, which already aren't good.
You know what it's like drinking? It's like drinking TV static. That's what it's like.
It's yeah.
I take a sip of it, it's like TV static.
It's like an alcoholic soda water weird thing. It's very weird.
I don't care like how much you hate basic beers. You can't like a White Claw. No, I don't think anybody truly likes that.
I don't know.
Bud Light seltzers, Trulies, White Claws. Didn't Miller Lite come out with one?
I think so, yeah.
Fucking anybody that
Smirnoff
drinks
has
seltzer,
them.
like they're all shit.
There's another one too. I can't think.
They're all fucking garbage.
Yeah, they are. But again, like I was saying, ciders or sour ales. Sour ales are decent. I'm still getting my palate used to it.
Maybe after you drink that, you can drink a real beer.
Well, I thought I liked Yingling at first. I thought it was all right, and then I can't get past that hop taste. Like the yeast and the hop, it's just, ugh. It just completely off-puts me.
I love those things.
I don't like the taste of beer. It's just a thing.
I'm with it. It's like I mostly like to pair them up with like foods and stuff. Like if I'm eating Mexican, I'm having a Corona. If I'm having a steak, I'm either putting down a Sam Adams or a Yingling.
Okay.
Something like that.
See, if I'm having like Mexican and I'm out at a restaurant, I'm either going to get like a daiquiri or a margarita.
Well, that's if I'm not getting liquor,
See, I like liquor more than beer anyway.
I'm getting to the point I get them more, but it's also more expensive.
It is.
Like, I can get a mule that's about $6 with my steak, or I can just get a Sam Adams, it's just gonna be like $3. So do I get more steak, or do I get possibly more alcohol? Because they water down the liquor so much.
They do.
That's my issue. So I think what we need to start doing is taking kegs, or not shit. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just take a whole keg into a restaurant. A keg full of rum. A barrel, if you will. Let's take a barrel of rum into every restaurant we go into, set it on the table, and just put a spout on it.
I don't think that's going to blow over very well.
What are they going to tell us?
Get the fuck out of my restaurant right now.
That's not the worst thing I've been told at a restaurant.
What? Never mind. Not even going to entertain that one.
We could legitimately, though, take flask.
We could, yeah.
And just start ordering sodas and just...
That's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
Because I've done it. I actually haven't. I just came up with that on the spot. But let's get that. Let's do that next time.
All right. I'm fine with that. That's cool.
Where can we buy a flask? Like a good...
Anywhere.
A good old-fashioned metal flask.
There's some at Walmart. I think there's some at...
I'm sure they sell them at liquor stores.
Oh, for sure. It's got to be like the big one. Like, I bet that one in McDonough has it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost certain that they have it. Hopefully this doesn't pick up. It did.
I'm almost positive.
I saw the spikes.
Anyway, yeah, so we're going to start doing that, and then I'm going to sew a pocket into the inside of every one of my shirts.
That seems like a lot of work. I'll just wear the same fucking shirt.
Just every time you go out, just flask shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Or you know what? Because I wear those Hawaiian shirts a whole lot during the summer. I just sew it into them. You know, just real sly. Because it's not the winter.
Oh, so you're not gonna do it like during the winter at all?
Oh no,
you're just gonna walk into a restaurant middle of December and just have a Hawaiian shirt on.
Well, I'll do it. I mean, I have. It fucking stays hot half the winter here, you know.
Okay, that's true.
But no, like during the winter, I'll have a jacket on, and some of my jackets have inside pockets, so it's like right there, ready to go. You know.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You look like a classy motherfucker doing that too. Like just whip out a flask out of nowhere.
Yeah, just. You look like an alcoholic.
You do.
But you look like a classy alcoholic.
Nope. You just look like an alcoholic.
No, dude, come on. Like seriously, a turtleneck, a black turtleneck, a brown leather jacket.
Now you're a douche.
An icy.
Now you're a douche.
An icy thin chain.
Now you're just that one picture of The Rock.
Black jeans.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but with a leather jacket.
And a flat top haircut.
Black jeans. Yeah, you gotta get the flat top or slick back, or you gotta slick it back. And loafers, any kind of loafers or leather boots.
See, you're either that one picture of Dwayne The Rock Johnson or you're something out of Pulp Fiction.
I am totally okay with being something out of Pulp Fiction.
I figured you would be.
Take me back to the 70s.
Was that when that was filmed?
No, it's filmed in like the 90s.
Oh. I
think anyway. It's based in the 70s, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, that's shit. That's what I meant. Not filmed, where it was supposed to be based.
Yeah,
My bad.
It's obviously based in like the 60s or 70s.
I don't know. I get very mixed up when it comes to like
time periods.
Yes. I don't know. For some reason I can't think of it. Like I can't envision it.
Yeah, it came out in 94.
Oh damn.
Ironically enough, flashlights were made the very next year. That is completely off topic, but I just found that out today. I thought it was pretty interesting. So in 1994, when Pulp Fiction came out, you cannot pull out your flashlight and thoroughly to
Jesus. Okay, let's move on. The first time I ever watched Pulp Fiction was
That's not moving on. That's staying on. That you stay on Pulp
Fiction. Oh no,
Fiction.
I'm moving on past what you just said.
No, I'm gonna talk about jerking off. You keep on with this Pulp Fiction
fuck off.
bit.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna jerk off right now.
No, you're not.
Shit.
I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna
jerk off.
I'm seriously gonna stab you right now. You're so disgusting.
All over the table.
Ugh.
How'd you like that, Trace?
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Told you to move on from the movie. You wouldn't do it.
You didn't even give me the chance after you warned me.
So I jerked off all over your table.
You didn't even give me the chance.
This is a black table, too. And that's gonna stain. I'm not wiping it up, either. You can wipe it up.
Let's just cut this shit.
I control this, fucker. This is my world, bitch, and you're living in it. Your room's really echoey.
Yeah, I know.
I hope your family's not home.
My dad is.
It's like 7 o'clock.
My dad's here.
Oh, he's not taking a nap.
He might be.
Well, sorry.
Shit.
Oh my god.
There goes the pen.
Shit, we're dying.
Huh? What?
What?
We're dying.
Penis.
Is your laptop dying?
No, my penis is dying. It's gonna fall off.
I hope it does.
Why would you say that?
Because of the bit you just pulled.
Why would you say something so fucking mean to me?
Okay, out of all the shit that I've ever said to you, that's the one that got to you?
Yes.
That's the one that cut a little
I
deeper?
love my penis. Why would you wish that upon me? I would never wish something so hurtful upon you. You bastard. You'd love to see me emasculated, wouldn't you, you fucker? Hey, you remember that old video I had that was, "Hey Avery, how do you eat the pussy?" And then
No, I don't.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh man, that was like 5 years old. And so what I did, they were like, "Hey Avery, how do you eat the pussy?" And I was like, "You want to know how I eat the pussy?" And I just like motorboated the bag of popcorn,
Jesus.
pulled my face out, and then like a day later I had a ring of zits around my face.
From all the butter?
Yeah, perfectly from where the grease just lined my face. I used to do a lot of shit for YouTube, man, and I don't think it was worth it.
Probably not.
You know what's crazy though about it all? You know, I had that really god awful YouTube channel years ago.
Yes.
I'm not gonna plug it. I don't need people finding that. For one, I looked like a crackhead back then.
Yes.
I looked fucking horrible. But like my work ethic towards all this media shit literally has not changed.
It hasn't,
'Cause, like,
actually.
I was watching a bunch of the videos a couple nights ago, the ones that are left up on the channel, and like I had the same aspirations. It's like I want to have fun with my friends. I want to blow up. I want to do something on the internet. I want to entertain people. And there was even the fact I want to make a movie, you know. I remembered, you know, after sitting there like 3 a.m. just thinking about all the shit I used to want, I wanted to make a short web series about something completely different than what I want to now, but it was still there.
Yeah.
And like I just kind of fuck. Around the age of like 16, 17 when the channel died, I just kind of gave up on all of that. And I was like, "Oh, well, fuck it. I'll go do something." And then I think maybe a year later, I was like, well, maybe I could do radio or something that way, you know. I never thought I'd make it big at all, but like I could do something.
Yeah.
And then like now, I'm revisiting it and I'm back to it. I'm back to wanting to do stuff on YouTube, wanting to make movies and videos and possibly blowing up on the internet. And like the goal is still the same. And no, the goal realistically isn't to get rich and famous. It's to entertain people.
Yeah.
To make somebody's day a little less shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back and watching like the videos, because there were some of just fucking around with my friends, or I did an interview series for like the 1 year of the channel with all the participants on it. And looking at it and just seeing how the mind state has stayed the same for me going about what I want to do with all this is incredible, because those are 6 years apart from when that channel died to now. It's a 6-year difference, but the way I feel about it is still the same. But now I think I have more of the knowledge to go forward and make something from it. And you know, even at the end of the day, if none of this blows up, everybody can tell me I'm shit. This podcast can flop. The videos can flop. It can all blow up in my face one day for all I care. But I can at least say I did it. And I think that's pretty incredible. This has been the Evolution Failed Us podcast. Alright guys, so that's all from us this week. Go make sure you like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that stuff. You know all our sites. Evolution Failed Us podcast everywhere. Give us a like, share it with your friends. Have a good week.